All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to KG Card Breaks off the Facebook group site. We got 6 boxes of 2025 Top Series 1 Celebration Mega Boxes. This was a divisional break. Here are the winners of the random of the divisions. Congrats, and you will receive all cards from them divisions. And let's get ripping. We got a lot of cards. So, 6 boxes behind us here. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's get her ripping. Box 1. Good luck. Let's see if we can pull out these bad boys. A shit ton of cards. Alright. Empty box. We're going to open them all up and go through them. It's a little bit easier to open. Thank God. A total of about 1,300 cards here. So when I do sort these and everything, give me a moment. I will get them out here this coming up week. Again, thank you very much for your guys' patience. I do appreciate it. A lot going on here at home, and hopefully we'll pull some fire out of these bad boys. And I'll do my best on the variations here and stuff like that. So kind of been doing a little bit of homework on them. I do know you get 1 confetti out of every box. So, or pack, I'm sorry, not box. So there's a thin pack here. I don't know why. That's strange. Okay. There's a thick pack here, so maybe it is. Got a little, got some damage there on those sides right there. Hopefully it's nothing to the inserted cards. All right, here we go. Box 1. Put those back there, and we're going to take off this stack. All right. Good luck. Yamamoto. Oops. Ricky Henderson, Athletics. Mr. Red. Trout 8-bit. Corbin Carroll on the insert there. Not numbered. Picture play, I'm not sure. Again, when I'm going through sorting, I'll make sure we get the right things in. So our first confetti, slide out. Going to the Colorado Rockies. I need some more sleeves here. All right. Ramirez, Green, Mike Trout, Eloy. Rock. Jason Kelsey, put that one aside. Clark, James Wood, 8-bit, Harper and the Stars. So we're looking for big heads, looking for Will Brennan. And then behind that, another one. Kim Padres. All right. Arenado, Abrams, Shohei, and Bassett. I gotta look for numbers on these bad boys too. We'll put the Shohei in a sleeve. All right. Like I said, there's a ton of cards in this. Oops, my mouse. All right. Let's see. Make this a little bit more easier here. Let's see, we got Bailey. So we got Ramirez, Soto, and Lindor. And for Cleveland, Jimenez, Miranda. Again, looking for some big heads. Paul Skeen. We'll sleeve him up. De La Cruz, 8-bit. Firebird. Aaron Judge, not numbered. Alrighty. A lot of base. A lot of base. A lot of sorting. That's why I did divisions on this stuff. See. So we got Newt Bar. Dylan Cruz. Oops. Put the there we go. Alright, let's see. Blackman. And we got a foil going to the Red Sox team card. Again, looking for some big heads. Jackson Merrill, I think that's a variation. Padres. Got Vlad, Star, Gunnar Henderson, Rodriguez, Lindor. Alrighty. Arenado, and Phillies, and Soto, Grapefruit League. Sleeve that one up. Not numbered, going to Yankees. Oh, we got a gold. Jacob Wilson out of 50 jersey card going to the A's. I think it's AL West. AL West going to Chris Carter. All right, let's sleeve some of these up here real quick. Soto, Merrill. And I'll get a lot of these top loaded later on here too, fellas. So just bear with me. We're going to come back to some of these other ones here. Boy, this is just box one. Box one only. All right. Butler, Harper, Brooks going to the White Sox. Actually, there's Skeens there. I wanted to get sleeved up. I apologize. 1 second. All right. DeGrom, Olsen. All right. Let's get our base put over here. Rafael Devers, Vlad, mascot for, and Shohei Ohtani walk-off, 40-40. Joshua. Let's see, team card, American League. O'Neal, I'm not sure. James Wood, Alonso, and Manny Machado, and behind him, Doyle, and Dylan Cease. John India. I got to look at the variations here. Arizona. All right. Seager, Wilson, and Blooper for the Braves. Willie Mays, 90 throwback. CJ Abrams, I want to say that's definitely a variation. Going to Washington. Akala, James Wood. Still no big head yet or anything. All right, last of box one here. Lugo, Yelich. Put those here. Skeens, put him in the sleeve. Captain for the Texas. Shohei Ohtani, 2024 All-Team. Mason Wynn. Bruce Lee. Gunnar Henderson. Manny. Ellie. Cronsworth on the confetti. And we got a gold, Ty France, going to the Reds. Got it numbered 1676 out of 2025. Not the gold we anticipated. And for the Giants, we got a blue foil. Lamont Wade Jr. Not numbered. All right. Got a Julio, Alcantara, and slider for Cleveland, and Nolan Arenado, 90s throwback. And that will conclude box one. That was exhausting. All right, let's get some of these over here right now. Put aside. Let's just put these two in a sleeve real quick. Shohei and Skeen. All right, next box. We got one person on watching. Oh. Thank you, box. Definitely can pull autos out of this stuff too, I heard. So not just the mascots, but rookies and veterans too. So let's see what our odds look like here. We got our thick pack here. Come on. There we go. All right. Box two. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to turn the fan on here. It's getting a little warm up here. All right. Whew. Breaking a sweat. All right, let's get into them. Box 2. Screech. Duran. Derek Jeter. Insert. Bailey. All right. Yelich. Judge. Arenado. Brent Rooker. Okay, here we go. 8 out of 25. James Wood for the Nationals. Power placers. I think it'd be NL East, if I'm right. Chris Newsom. Eight out of 25. Nice hit there. All righty. All smiles. Put that one in there. We're looking for a big head. Dub and Drench. We got here Gunnar Henderson. Phillies and Soto. And Grapefruit League, Guerrero for the Toronto Blue Jays. Julio on the star, Francisco Lindor, Ellie, and Swallenbach. It's a good hit there. We'll sleeve him up for Braves. Michael Bush. All right. Get this base out of my way. Freddie Paulskeen again on the All-Star. Seager, Harper, De La Cruz, Joe Adele, Confetti, Pages, Shohei, Yamamoto, Harper, Trout, Witt, Locksteer, Mike Trout, MLB Star, Dinger, Trout, Ichiro, Call of the Hall, going to Seattle. Corbin Carroll, Tatis, Shohei, 8-bit, Class going to the Indians, Foil, Say Cheese, Perfect Play, Minnesota. Let's leave that up. Ozuna. And Dylan Cruz there. Let's get this base out of the way. Let's leave these up real quick. All right, next stack. This is box 2, folks. So, all right, mascot for the Orioles, James Wood, Bryce Harper. Let's leave that up anyway. Corbin Carroll, Bobby Witt, Lindor on the star, Alonso, Judge, Pomodoro on the confetti. Still looking for some big heads or color Wookie Betts. Pirates Parrot, Rodriguez, and insert Stan Musial for the Cardinals. Arenado, Alvarez, and Rocchio. Corey Lee. Ramirez. Rosie Red for the Reds. Ramirez for Shohei on the most hits. All right. Sleeve these two up real quick. All right, last box 2. Anthony Volpe, Brooks Lee, Firebird, Abrams, insert Norby for the Marlins. Shohei on the Star. Pause for the Tigers. Corbin Carroll. Jackson Merrill, Padres. New York Yankees. Acuna and Job for the Phillies. Sanchez on the confetti, and Evan Carter, the future foil, Texas. All right, ending up box. Dylan Cruz base. We'll toss you in there to get Scuball. Takes 2. And Bobby Witt Jr. on the Stars. All right. Box 2 in the books. Making some room here. Box 3. Empty box. Oh, come on. Looking for some more color. Big heads, color. Inserts. So far we pulled a patch card and one James Wood out of 25. All right, box 3. Here we go. Brennan, base, Acuna, Rodriguez, Moose, and we got a Bellinger on the confetti, Renfroe on the foil, Harper on a foil, not numbered. We'll definitely put him in the sleeve. All right, here we go. Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad, Mookie Betts, Corbin Carroll, Grapefruit, Dylan Cruz, Lindor, Mayo, Bear, Stroman on the confetti, Mookie Betts, Otani, Ramirez, 90 throwback, Evan Carter. Let's see. All right. Estrada, base, Dela Cruz, Vlad, mascot for the Sox, Mackenzie Gore, and Riley Green confetti. And what do we got here? 1038 out of 2025, Chris Taylor for the Dodgers, gold. Dodgers going to Josh. Okay, still looking for that big head. All right. Judge, Alonso, Machado, Harper on slam. Alcala. Chapman, Wilson, blooper, and flying high for Arizona. Merrill, that's not a variation then. Soto, Gunner, and Rodriguez on the insert. Yamamoto, 90s throwback. Okay. A lot of paper. A lot of paper. All right. Paul Skeen, captain for the Texas. So the mascot. All right, big head. Let's see where you're at. Wonder if they're going to be backwards or what. Tatis, Machado, De La Cruz, Chapman. Kobe Mayo, base, Alcantara, slider. Alvarez on the confetti. I would assume it's got to be probably backwards. Magana, Butler, Harper, James Wood, base 90s throwback. All right. Last of box 3. Seager, Wood, Clark on the mascot, and Gosman on the confetti. All right, let's see some big heads. Come on. Vlad, Green, Ramirez, Mike Schmidt call the hall. So Correa, Trout, red, and American League. So I'll go, let's see. majority will take most of them cards there. So Andres Shapiro, Lou Bob, Lindor, Soto, River Ryan, De La Cruz, Future Star, Hader, Hamilton, and Jordan Alvarez on the insert. That concludes box 3. Put these inserts over there. Put these there. I can just throw some of these in some sleeves real quick. There one. I wonder that Harper. That Harper is not even numbered. It looks like a pink border on it. We're gonna sleeve it up anyway. Okay. Box 4. Waterfall happening. Empty box. Before I get mixed up, let's move these over here. There we go. All right. All right. Three more packs here. I really don't rip that much of this paper, man, I'll tell you. It's been a while. All right, box 4, here we go. Let's do this. Schwarber, Lindor, McCray, and the confetti. De Castillo, Cowser. Come on, biggest. See some big heads. Judge, mascot for the San Diego Padres. Chisholm. Uh-oh, what do we got there? All right, for Oracle Park, first pitch Giants. Let's leave you up, but what do we got there? How about a Bobby Witt? What do we got? Oh no, it's got a pink background. So we're going to sleeve it up. Bobby Witt Jr. going to Chris Boyer. I have to look and see what's going on with that one. All right, Harper, Benson. Still looking for some big inserts here. Oops, wrong stack. Chapman, Goldschmidt, Brooks Lee, Benintendi on the confetti. Soto, Brewers, Cunha, Matt Chapman. Okay. Brennan Alvarez, Devers, insert Casey Singer on a confetti. De La Cruz, just throw you in there, get sleeved. Tatis, KC, Judge, Bobby Witt Jr. on the grapefruit. Mayo, Glad, Gunner, Mason Wynn on the confetti. Hanging on Metzger, Met, De La Cruz, Kershaw. Kelly on the Stars. All right. Estrada, base, Seager, Witt, Acuna, Shapiro on the confetti. Glad, Mr. Met, Mookie Betts, Hank Aaron, Call the Hall, McCray, Win, Correa, Freeman, Betts, Rangfo, Taylor on a foil, and we got a gold Nolan Schnall. Future stars for the Angels, AL West. Chris Carter. 527 out of 2025. Blue Bob, Diamondbacks, Juan Soto insert. All right. Last of box 4. Sonny Gray, Rodriguez space, Wood, Cruz, Glasnow on the confetti. Brooks Lee, Hayes mascot, Bobby Witt Jr., Aaron Judge, greatest hits. Devers, Olson, Tatis, Tampa Bay, Reds, confetti. All right, James Wood, Boston, Harper, James Wood, not numbered. All right, that concludes box 4. Oops. Let me sleeve these two up real quick here. Ellie. All right, box 5. Oh, different product for sure, I'll tell you that. But we got some baseball in. Box. Hopefully some of you guys got this tag for this. I appreciate you guys waiting around. Again, this will take a little bit of time for sorting on this, so give me until the beginning of the week to ship this stuff out to you. There's a ton of cards. Ton of paper. Alright, there's that stack. Didn't realize there was that many packs in here. Paul Skeen right there. Let's get him off. Paul Skeen base. Throw him off this side. When I go through sorting, I'll make sure I get all those rookies sleeved up. Alright. Box 5, here we go. Blackman, Lindor, De La Cruz, Tampa Bay on the confetti. Mookie Betts, Slider, Butler, Grapefruit League. Arenado, Harper, Olsen on the confetti. All smiles, perfect weather. Ramirez, mascot for the Sox. Alonso, Nolan Ryan, throwback. That, I believe, is a dugout peak. Yep. Phillies. NL East. Bryce Harper, dugout. Soderstrom. All right. Lindor, Chapman, Ramirez, Trout, Perkins on the confetti. Soto, red, Lindor, Called Hall, Shohei. Acuna, Soto, Skeen, side. Springer confetti. Foil Hood Dreams for Tampa Bay. Bobby Witt, Texas. Robin Yount. Team card. Alrighty. Corbin Carroll, Betts, Mayo, Angels, confetti, Yoshida foil, Dylan Cruz, TC Bear, Otani, Corbin Carroll, Grapefruit League. So those grapefruits are pretty common. Yelich, Shohei, Soto, confetti, Monero. Ooh, 9 out of 50. Mascot. Going to the White Sox. I think that is AL Central. Going to Chris. I gotta open up some more sleeves. gold out of 50. 9 out of 50. All right. Cunha. Henderson, Orbit, Skeens, Ryan, Mayo. All right. Last of box 5. Ben Rice, Paul Skeens on the stars, Manny Machado, Wilson, Terang on the confetti, Hernandez, confetti, Shohei, blooper, Henderson, Harper, Rodriguez, Jacob deGrom, Mike Trout, Moose, Vlad, Wade Boggs. All right, that was box 5, folks. In the books. Let's leave up these Skeens real quick. All right. Last box. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for the fill. Appreciate it. Cards to sort this weekend and get out in this coming up week. We'll see what we got coming up next. Empty box. Let's go for a big hit here. Come on. Love to pull one of those big fat head cards. That'd be nice to see. Stack. Or bigger name number card would be nice to see. Come on now. Two more packs. All right. Here we go. And then we'll recap. Armstrong, base, Mayo, Lindor, Dela Cruz, American League leaders. It's going to 2 Astros and a Detroit Tigers, so I'd probably go to the Astros side. Mitch Keller, come on. Fiber. There's a Skeen. Oops, wrong stack. And oh, a miscut card though. 67 out of 99. That's weird, but it looks centered really nice in the front. Green going to the Mets. NL East. Chris. But it's miscut on the back. Might want to send it to Tops, maybe. I don't know. See what they'll do for you. Hins. Heinsberg. Cruz. Arenado. Wood. Oops. Oh, these base cards. Iglesias on the confetti. Perdomo on the confetti. Corey Lee. Judge, Clark, Green, Schwarber. So it goes over. All right, Martinez, Correa, Tatis, Shohei, Okada, Yamamoto, silver. There you go. Nice one there. The sleeve. Blue. Blue Bob, Screech, Duran, Ramirez insert. Alvarez, Judge, Arenado, CJ Abrams on the confetti. We'll put that in the sleeve. Dylan Cruz. Tatis. Panic. Arena. All right, coming down to the last half of box 6, folks. Let me just put these in a sleeve real quick. All right, here we go. Freddie. Devers, Seager. Mazer on the confetti. Chicago Cubs on the confetti. Springer. James Wood, Pause, Carroll, and Chipper Jones, Truist Park, Braves. Seager, Trout, Witt, and Colton Cowser on the confetti. Oops. Vlad on the Bellevue Stars. Chase Jung, Harper. All right, last of it here, guys, and we'll do a fast recap. Yelich, Alonso, Benson, Singer. Well, I don't know how the fatheads are, but boy, they must be hard to come by. Gunner on the insert. The dugouts must be hard to come by too, because they only got one of those. Bryce Harper on the confetti. And coming to close this out, Brooks Lee, Rosie, Ramirez, Cody Mayo, and this is going to call it, folks. the end. All right. Let's get some of these out of the way here. So we're definitely going to do a small recap here. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Gold, foil, skeins. Skein. All right, let's sleeve up this Harper here because of the pink border. All right, real quick, and I know we got more at least probably in the pile there, but we got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skeins so far. A couple of LEs here. And we got first pitch, Oracle Park, and then Truist Park Triple Jones on the first pitches. Base paper numbered, except for the green. Out of 2025, Chris Taylor, Chanel, France, and Lamont Wade, not numbered. All right. Let's see how we want to do this here. Yeah, I think like that. So let's see. We got a jersey card out of 50. Going to the A's. That'd be AL West. Chris. We got a pink border Harper, first baseman, Topps All-Star team. Yamamoto, shouldn't have had him in there. Mr. Met out of 99. That's got a miscut back though, so I don't know if I get a hold of Topps. Out of 50, going to the White Sox. That is numbered out of 50, 9 out of 50. Harper dugout. Bobby Witt, pink back. And out of 25, James Wood, power stats, power players. Again, I'll have these hits posted here shortly. I'll put the video up right away. You guys can check out the hits from there at the moment. Bear with me on posting the hits. Again, thank you very much, everybody. You have a great night and weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.